Get dressed, we're going out. What? Why? To go for a walk. Sugar, we're at a ski lodge and there's lots of snow outside. We're going for a walk. You're being assertive. There's a little town not too far. I want to get some hot chocolate or something and maybe we can look through all the tourist shops. Will you please come with me? I think the sun's going to be down soon. You're scared of the dark? No. I'm just saying it's probably not a good idea. Since when does that matter to you? Rude. Just ask Daichi. Kawa. Please? Fione. Also, why are you texting me? I'm just in the next room. It's easier. Now tell the others we're going. Fine. In real life. Sugar and I are going to head out real quick. Why? Yeah, we're about to make cookies. To get hot chocolate and souvenirs or something. Wait, that sounds good, can we come? Sugar walked into the kitchen, carefully wrapping his scarf around his neck. No, I think it's better if there's fewer of us. I agree. Your lazy ass just doesn't want to go. It's cold and I want to watch you somehow mess up these cookies. No, they're going to be perfect. You don't believe in us, babe. I believe in you. But not rooster head. Like I care what you think. Okay, well, we're going now. Oh, you're going somewhere? Oikawa and I are just going to buy some stuff real quick. I can come with you. No, it's okay, it's just a quick trip. You should make sure the others don't burn the cabin down. What about Akashi and Kalashi wanted to nap. Kenma needs some alone time to recharge. Please don't leave me to be the only responsible one. Hey, I'm responsible. I guess I can stay. Just stay safe out there. Yes, we'll be fine. You're not going to tell me that Iwa-chan? Stay safe or I'll kick your ass. Of course, for my Iwa-chan. Okay, well, we're going to head out now then. Don't forget the marshmallows in the hot chocolate. Wait, isn't there a bus or something that can take us? I think the fresh air will be good for us. But the bus would be faster. We can take it on the way back. Let's just walk for now. He reluctantly followed Sugar and they both started walking. Luckily it wasn't too icy. I'm surprised you're leading me to do something, you're so stubborn today. Wait. Oh no. Is this the day the oh so sweet, polite Sugar shows his true colors? Please, I'm too pretty to die. Sugar laughed and playfully nudged Oikawa. Oh shush. Maybe I just think it's time to turn the tables after being dragged around by you all the time. Anyways, I'd need a carefully crafted plan if I was going to do anything and it's not finished yet. Of course you'd make a plan. You're probably not going to get away with it without one. It's hard even with a plan. And how would you know? Daichi watches a lot of crime content. There's this one girl who talks about cases while doing a mukbang. It's actually pretty interesting. So now you're the expert. I'll keep that in mind if I ever need someone to help me hide a body. You wouldn't have considered me before? You'd probably tell Dai-chan and I don't need him involved. No, I wouldn't. You tell him everything. ... Yeah. Well, I wouldn't want him involved either. I can't have him going to jail because of something you did. How romantic. You know us. Yeah. Everything okay? What do you mean? Just wondering if you're okay. Yeah. Why wouldn't I be? I can't check in on my dear friend sometimes. Coming from you, it sounds like you want something. You figured it out. I want your gloves, my hands are freezing. Why didn't you bring some? You didn't remind me. That's not my job though. It is when it leads to my freezing hands. You worry me too much. Here. Wait, you're actually giving them to me? You said you wanted them. What about you? I'll be fine. Sugar. Shut up and take them. So pushy. Well, these are soft. Right? And they're really warm. If you complain they're too warm, I'm never going to lend them to you again. We both know that's not true. And maybe I'll take them. I try to be nice, but I will not hesitate to fight you. Daichi's sister gave those to me, so just give them back later. I was just kidding, I'm not a thief. Besides, Iwa-chan's heart. He technically gave that to you. You're such a sap. And you're cheesy. I'll accept that. Anyways, do you even know where we're going? Yeah, I got it. Are you sure? What, you don't trust me? To help me hide a body? Maybe. To lead me down a snowy mountain? Not as much. You can turn back now then. So if you don't come back everyone will blame me? No way. Sometimes I can't tell if you're a good friend or not. I'm an amazing friend. Just ask Iwa-chan. He told me one time you fell and wouldn't stop crying until he carried you home, then when you got there you were distracted by the alien snowman he built you and you ended up pushing him down in the snow trying to get to the snowman. We were like 11, it doesn't count. Right. Ah. There was a patch of ice, causing Oikawa to slip a bit, but he caught himself. Be careful. I think it's a little late for that. You didn't fall, just be careful next time. I'm always careful. This time he slipped and fell. Ow. Always careful? It's not my fault there's ice. How come you aren't slipping? Because I'm careful. Suga extended his hand and helped Oikawa up. Let's just hurry up and get there so I can get back to the warm cabin and cuddles from my boyfriend sooner. We're definitely lost. No, it's just over UHH. This way. You said that the last 2 times. 3rd time's a charm. Just admit we're lost. Okay, we're lost. We're lost? You just told me to say it. But I was hoping we weren't actually. Kawa, calm down. How can I calm down when we're lost in the dark snowy mountain? Lower your voice before you start an avalanche. HMPH. We just need to find the road again. I told you we shouldn't have taken your shortcut. Geez, I thought you were supposed to be the responsible one. So only you get to be the reckless one who doesn't have to think and leaves a trail of messes for me to clean? We both know you're as crazy as I am, but yes, Sugar. We mess around until I fuck up and you whoop my ass and fix it. Let's just find the road. We're going to die. Freezing to death in the mountains because someone decided they wanted hot chocolate. I should have just eaten the cookies. Even if Bo-chan added a ridiculous amount of sprinkles. If you keep complaining this'll be harder. We're going to be okay. Nope. I can't believe this. Oikawa bumped into Suga, who had suddenly stopped in front of him. Suga. There was a slight pause, Suga seeming to take a breath before turning around with his signature everything will be alright smile on his face. He placed his hand on Oikawa's shoulder. It was cold. I'm sorry for getting us lost. We're going to be okay. We just need to find the road. So please calm down. Fine. Good. They continued walking in silence. Oikawa debated saying something multiple times, trying to lighten whatever weird mood had fallen over them. After a few minutes, Suga slowed down. I think I see some lights. Where? Over there. Suga, I can't see where. Suga moved around to try to find a better spot to see them. Yeah. They're right down. Suga slipped and slid down the snowy hill. Oikawa quickly made his way over, looking down to see if Suga was okay. Suga. I'm okay. I actually think I found it. What? The town I told you about. It looks like there's a road if you walk over to the side. It should be less slippery, so you should take that and meet me here. I swear if I get lost. Trust me. Oikawa pouted before making his way to where Suga said the road should be. He silently cheered and made his way down. Suga was still sitting in the snow by the time he met him, a smile appearing on his face when he saw Oikawa. Why are you still in the snow? Just waiting for you. Isn't it cold? I wanted to rest. Suga slowly got up. Okay, it's just over that way. They walked a bit more, following the lights. The town was a bit small and it seemed most of the shops were closed. We came all this way for closed shops. We nearly died. For nothing. We can still get something. Where? There's practically nowhere open. Being upset isn't going to change that they're closed now. I told you we should have taken the bus. Wait a minute. I was actually right this time? And the others think I'm not responsible. For once Mr. Refreshing wasn't the right one. Suga laughed and rubbed the back of his head. Yeah. I was wrong. Wait, let me bask in this moment a little longer. It's not like you're always wrong and I'm always right. I didn't say I was always wrong. Ah, right. Sorry. Well, maybe we can head to the bus stop now. I hope it's warm on the bus. It takes a bit of time but they find the sign for the stop. Oh. It looks like we missed the last one. Oikawa looked like he was about to explode. We'll figure it out. How? There aren't any more until morning and I really don't think we can walk all the way back. Maybe the others will try to. They don't even know where we are. And there's no cell service. Kyoru and Hiroshima have their cars so maybe they are at least out looking for us now. Teru-chan specifically said he's not going to drive here at night and Kuro-chan is so particular about his car I doubt he'll want to come out either. They are our friends and this kind of seems like an emergency. Maybe they think we're on our way or are still making their cookies and haven't even thought about us since we left. Why would you say that? Kawa, I'm sure they noticed. Maybe Dai-chan because you're not there for him to stare at. What? Forget it, I wouldn't expect the married couple to understand. Married couple? We're just dating like the rest of you, what's wrong with that? Nothing, forget it. This would have been easier if they both weren't so stubborn and let us drive. I'm not going to chance driving someone else's car. See, this is what I don't understand. You're always so careful. Thinking things through before doing them. So why did you come up with something as stupid as walking instead of taking the bus? Why did you follow me? You could have just turned back. And leave you alone? If I die then that's my problem. No one's going to blame you. Well now we both might just freeze to death. And I don't even get to tell anyone I was right. Oikawa huffed before clearing the snow and sitting on the bench. Suga looked towards him, silently watching his irritated friend before clearing a spot and sitting on the other side of the bench. I'm sorry. Oikawa observed him. What's up with him? Come on Kawa, you know he wouldn't do this just for the hell of it. That doesn't mean you're not still freezing and just want to be warm in the cabin with Iwa-chan. But saying rude things about him and Dai-chan was a bit too far. Especially cause he's been off all day. Yeah, maybe I should apologize later. After all he did give me these gloves. Oikawa sighed before collecting some snow in his hands, pressing it firmly together. Suga jumped as the snow hit his jacket, turning to Oikawa who had a smirk on his face and more snow in his hand. He hid his face as more snow was flung at him and quickly ducked down trying to get some of his own to throw back. Kawa, I swear. Looks like I'm the better setter and snowball fighter. You wish. I'm clearly winning. You got an advantage. Yeah, it's called being better. Now you're just flinging snow all over me. It's faster than making snowballs. They laughed as they tossed more piles of snow at each other before Suga stood up and fell back into the snow. He continued laughing harder. Wait, okay. I give up, you win this time. I'm always going to win. Stop being a cocky bit and help me up. Yeah, I'm coming. Thanks. Well, I don't think you could get up by yourself at this point. No, I mean. For that. It feels like I haven't had an actual snowball fight in so long. I thought Karasuno ended up doing one a few weeks ago. I was mostly trying to stop the first years from killing each other. And Noya and Tanaka worry me. You could just let them do what they want. Idiots will be idiots. You'd probably join them. If Chibi-chan and Four Eyes wanted to team up against Tobio-chan then maybe. I'll make sure Iwaizumi drags you home if you're ever there then. Ruining all the fun. You can have one with your own team. I love my team but yours has all the energetic idiots. I don't know how you deal with all that every day. I wonder the same thing about Iwaizumi with you. One day people besides me will see how rude you actually are. I think you just pull that side out of me. I'd like to think I'm nice with everyone else. I'm glad I've had such a wonderful influence on you. Yeah, we'll go with wonderful. It's made you a lot more fun. I've always been fun. Anyways. We should figure out what to do now. Build an igloo to keep ourselves warm. That would be fun but it might take a while. Then you better get started. You're not helping? You thought I would? Suga laughed and playfully shoved Oikawa. This is serious, Kawa. Well, Mr. Refreshing has been a little off today so I thought I'd lighten the mood. Oh. Yeah. Suga smiled and waved it off, but Oikawa noticed the stiffness of the movement. I'm fine though. Oikawa slowly took the gloves off and held them out to Suga. Here, you can have these back. You needed them. I'm okay so keep them until we get back. I had them the whole trip down. It's your turn. He gave Suga a look that said he was not going to take no as an answer, so Suga hesitantly took the gloves and put them on. Thanks. Well, they weren't that warm anyways and your hands are smaller than mine. Right. Okay, well I guess we should think of a plan. If there's anywhere open that we could stay then that might be the best option, but I doubt anyone will let us stay overnight and we don't have enough for a motel room. We might have to walk back along the road, but I don't know how long that'll take. What do you think? Whatever you decide. I trust you. Besides, I think. Excuse me. Oikawa jumped at the sudden voice behind him. He turned to see an old man. What are you gentlemen doing out here? The buses stopped running a bit ago. Why does this guy look like someone straight out of a movie who guides the protagonist on his quest after giving him training? Yeah, we know that. We're actually a little lost. We're renting a cabin not too far but we don't have any way to get there. Well, you're just going to freeze standing out here in the cold. Looks like you already are. Come with me. Oh, okay, thank you sir. They start following the old man along the sidewalk. Suga, what do you think you're doing? He's right, it's too cold. So you're just going to follow a suspicious old man? He's not suspicious. If this were a movie he'd either send us on a dangerous journey or try to kill us and I don't like either option. Would you calm down? If either of that happens then you run while I distract him. But, we're here. A bookstore. I'm the owner. I usually end up staying quite late reading. But it was a good thing this time. Make yourselves comfortable, I'm sorry it's a bit small. I'll get you fellows something to drink. See? We're fine. Still suspicious. They curled up on the floor in what seemed to be a reading corner. Suga leaned against one wall with Oikawa opposite of him, leaning against a bookshelf. They had blankets the old man brought them. He handed them 2 mugs. Here, hopefully you warm up. I'll try to contact someone to get you to your cabin. Thank you. Yeah, thanks. The old man smiled then walked away. What are you smiling about? Hot chocolate with marshmallows like Bakuto wanted. They're probably poisoned. Suga made eye contact with Oikawa as he sipped some of his drink. Suga. Pretty good. Stop being reckless. Everything's been fine so far. I'll think it's fine when we make it back. Suga nodded, quietly sipping his drink, while Oikawa chose to hold his mug to keep his hands warm. Oikawa watched as Suga looked around the store, then back down at the floor, spacing out a bit. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have dragged you along. Then gotten us lost. ... It's okay, I forgive you. So do you want to tell me what happened? What happened? You can't convince me that you haven't been off all day. I'm just having an off day I guess. We haven't been friends for long but I still can't believe you think that fake smile and laughter will work on me. I was just hoping you'd pretend not to notice. I was trying because you kept dodging but if we're going to be trapped here a little longer I want to know why. Just an off day. So did something happen with Dai-chan? Why would you think that? I wasn't sure but I think it's confirmed now. So quit dodging and tell me what happened so I can annoy Dai-chan for being the reason we're in this mess. It's not like he really did anything. Daichi's. Perfect. Almost too perfect. I always wonder how I got so lucky. But he really got the short end of the stick, you know? What? I guess it feels like he has so much on his plate and I just add to it. It's become my job to take care of everyone on the team. And I don't mind, I love them and it makes me happy to see everyone grow. But I guess it just makes it feel like I have to be strong for everyone too. It's a lot of responsibility. And Daichi's the only one I can lean on. He's there for me even though he's responsible for so much more than I am. I keep wondering how fair that is to him. He gives so much to me and I try to give back as much as I can but it doesn't feel like I do enough. I thought it's fine because he says it is. But then last week we were at his house with his family and we were alone for a bit and he started talking about how much his family likes me and how I'm already a part of it. Then about the future and like he wants me in his. It was sweet and I want that too, but what if I end up holding him back? I know he's not the type to give up everything for a relationship. He has goals and he's going to meet them. But what if I'm not what he needs? I'd be ruining this one part of his life by being selfish and staying. Nope, don't give me that crap. What crap? The he deserves better so I should end things crap. You and I both know that's not how it works. I know that. So stop being stupid. If Dai-chan didn't want you in his life then he'd tell you that. Daichi's one of the kindest people I know so maybe he just doesn't want to hurt my feelings. He's also one of the most honest so I doubt he'd be with you if he didn't want to be. He loves you. But that's not always enough. I've always tried to be optimistic Kawa, but we're about to head off to university. It's time to be realistic. Things change and no matter how much we love each other it could just not work out. Daichi has a future and I can't mess it up. You're saying that as if you don't. I don't know. You all seem to know what you want to do. Even Hinata and Kageyama are set in something. They are volleyball freaks. You're one of them. Don't group me with Tobio-chan. Well, my point is, I don't know what I'm going to do with my life. What I should do in university. What I should do afterwards. But Daichi's going somewhere. He moves forward. I don't want to keep him from that just because I'm lost. If he waits for me then he'll fall behind, but if he keeps going then it's like I'm being left behind. It feels selfish either way to keep this going. So what, are you trying to drift apart by avoiding him or something? No, I just want some room to think. Or distract myself. I don't know. You could just talk to him about this. But he'll probably tell me not to worry. Because you shouldn't be worrying. I know that, but it's hard when I want what's best for him. You don't get to determine what that is. Anyways, it sounds to me like you're just hiding. Hiding? Like when Tobio-chan first joined the team and you hid behind him. Well, how do you know about that? That's not important right now. What is important is that you're using this as an excuse to hide from your fear that Dai-chan's feelings won't last. But I don't get why you think he'll lose those for you. It's scary how easily you see through people. Not the first time I've heard that. Now spill. I already told you. Daichi's perfect. So he's more than I deserve. No one's ever treated me so well. It's weird. Because you deserve to be treated well. You're always giving Suga and you deserve to receive that love back. Suga looked back down into his mug, not knowing what to say, but not agreeing with Oikawa either. Oikawa sighed. You know, I couldn't stand you at first. You stepped into that first official match against us and my first thoughts were that your personality screams polite and serious. Not to mention it was annoying how much the air changed when you were on the court and you even taught Tobio-chan some things which made him even more irritating to deal with. Even with your textbook setups you were hard to deal with. I'm not sorry for any of that. Suga, don't interrupt my important speech. As I was saying. You were super annoying, but then we started talking and hanging out and I realized maybe you aren't as bad as I thought. And you're actually pretty fun sometimes. Unexpectedly we've become closer. And I've realized, you're an amazing person. You're so smart, caring, and dependable, but also fun and crazy. ... I know it's hard to believe, but I don't have a lot of friends. Matsun and Maki even said once that they wouldn't want to be my friends because I would use their weaknesses against them. We're kind of friends now, but it's not like we're particularly close. I have Iwa-chan, but it's different. So you're really one of my first real friends, Suga. You can also see people the way I can, but it's different. It's almost gentle. You read people to help them so people actually like you. It's probably one of the reasons Dai-chan's so in love with you. I'm not going to admit this again, but you're important to me now. And if I have deemed you important then you must be amazing, so don't talk about my friend like he deserves any less than the best. Dai-chan knows it too. He's always talking about you with this proud look on his face. He really loves you and I'm glad you have someone good like that in your life. And if he somehow doesn't see it anymore then that's his loss, but for now the best you can do for him is love him and accept the love he gives you. Suga quietly nodded, still looking into his nearly empty mug. Thank you. Yeah, well. I just said what came to mind. I didn't know you could say something like that. I told you I'm an amazing friend. Suga laughed. Feel better? Yeah. Thank you. We're friends now, so you don't need to thank me. That's what friends do, right? Oikawa. It's so tiring. Is this what it feels like when you're cheering me up? I like to think it's rewarding too. Maybe. Oh, and you were wrong about another thing. Question mark. Dai-chan's not the only one you have to lean on. I'm sure the idiots on your team will be there for you if you tell them. But even if they're not, you at least have me now. They heard the sound of the bell above the shop door. Hello? Anyone here? Iwa-chan. Oh, I thought I told you to stay safe. Well, I'm still in one piece. But I'm so tired, maybe you should carry me. Size okay, come here. Oikawa and Suga stood up. You should talk to him later. Oikawa walked over to Iwaizumi, who was ready to carry him. Oh, Dai-chan. You should carry Suga too, he bruised his back a bit. Haikyuu, let's go, Iwa-chan. He's too perceptive. You don't have to carry. Daichi pulled Suga into a hug. I'm glad you're safe. I'm sorry we didn't get here sooner. Suga hugged back. Daichi's so warm. It's okay. Hey, Daichi? Yeah. Thank you. For what? For being here. And loving me? Daichi kissed Suga's forehead. Of course. Thank you for loving me back.